right, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. Now, listen, the reason why it take a long intro is because we have to notify the people that I'm live. We have to send the people the email. We have to share. We get multiple updates. We are a one-man show. So everything that the big networks have where they can spend money, send like one text message, I literally have to do it individually, right? So it's a whole system behind the scenes. You got to go live on station here. I mean, you have to do it so the people know when we're going live. You know what I'm saying? I missed the Instagram because somebody said I need to go live on Instagram. So they'll know when I'm going live and reaching out to people on IG, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It is a lot that is going on out here in these streets. So you have to do multiple things over and over and over again. But we are here. Welcome, everybody, to the Wiley Show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. But it's you know, it's a lot. And also, it's tax time. So, when you are a business, you got to get on the phone, handle business. Again, I want to say this really quickly because a lot of people need to understand. When you are a working entrepreneur, you have to do 20 jobs. You only have 24 hours in a day, right? If you're working from 6 in the morning to 2, then you got to make business phone call meetings, etc. It is a lot. This is especially when you're bringing in income. You know, I'm bringing in income. And when you had to pay the IRS some money like we had to do, I got to be on the phone with these people, be like, hey, okay, what document, what receipts you need, what because this is income that's coming. We gross the income on YouTube, so you gotta get on the phone to make sure the taxes is set up. Then we also a business, so the IRS kind of changed some rules up. So you got to get on the phone to make sure all your correct paperwork. Because if the correct paperwork not in that, the IRS can penalize you. And I ain't got time to be. I was already penalized by the state of Illinois. I ain't got time for them to penalize me again. Cha. So it's a lot. So I have to be on the phone. I have to get on the phone. I got to take notes, and then I got to upload all these documents because I'm not just a business, but I also work with W-2. So you got to wait till all your W-2 forms come in before you submit everything. So it's a lot that goes on with it. Because people say, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur, but it's a lot, especially, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be a successful entrepreneur. So when I sleep, my business can still run. We still in that hustle mode. We're not in a mode where we have 50 people doing work. No, we still in that hustle mode. You know what I'm saying? We still in that hustle mode, so we really putting in the work, and of course we still get phone calls. Like right now, I'm going to tell the producers anything, any story, please just text me the information. I cannot be on the phone because by the time I go to my bedtime, when I'm done with the air, I go eat. I try to be in the bed by 9 o'clock. Anybody that got a text, just text it to me. I can't be on the phone. I have a bedtime. 9 o'clock at the bedtime, unless you got Cardi B sitting next to you, she want to talk to me, then text it to me. Just send me in a text. Summarize it in a text, and I'll try to get back to you. Because again, my cutoff time is about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I try to be in the bed by 9 o'clock because I got to start my day at 6 a.m. So I have a lot that we have to do, and yet still have to entertain you all every single day. Now, we got a lot of topics that we're going to get into, but I just want to say, hey, everybody, I got to let y'all know this stuff, okay, while y'all in the building. Now, we're going to open up with a topic here, and we're just going to go right here at it, and we're going to talk about Gayle King. Now, Gayle King was on this podcast, and this was in my timeline, because when I was scrolling on IG, Gayle King said she was dating a high-value man. He was highly successful, made 6 figures, I believe. And he asked her, can she loan him like $4,000? And she was like, well, can I ask you what is it for? He said, yes, for some child support issues. Now, mind you, he paid the $4,000 back when he said he was going to pay the $4,000 back. And then Oprah said, he might as well should have asked for $40,000, right? And she said, well, the man did pay back the money, but the relationship dynamic shifted. And I understand where Gayle King is coming from, but girl, he paid the money back. I get it. Like if it shifted, like, hey, can I borrow it? And they don't pay it back. Because I got plenty of people that was in my life that would do that. Hey, Wiley, can I borrow it until Tuesday? Tuesday comes, they never pay it back. And I never lend them nothing else. I never lend them nothing else. They get the answer. And when you get this answer, the bank is closed, right? I already paid my rent. I'm broke. You gonna get that response, right? Because I look at your past. Now, if you're a type of person that will borrow, I have a person that will borrow and they will always add on a little something and they never ask nothing else. So if they ever ask something, I want mine because I have a history of that one time they paid back. But if you have a tendency of want to borrow and you know what I'm saying, and you don't pay it back, that's crazy. But now because I'm an entrepreneur now, I say, hey, listen, I'll give you the $20, but you got to share this with 50 of your friends. You got to share. I have one particular friend. He needed $40 for a haircut. Let me tell you what I did for him. He's very popular, look good. He got a lot of people. So I told him to share on your OnlyFans. You have to physically call 20 people, and you got to hype up the Wiley Show. Okay? For 1 hour, you got to get on that phone. You got to sell the Wiley Show. You're going to get his $20. But you're going to you got to do an hour's worth of work. So he get on the phone. Hey, man, check out my homeboy on YouTube. Yeah, he's so dope. Blah, 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 blah. Today you ain't getting nothing. Right? You got to hype me up. Right? You got to hype me up. But, you know, some people be cussing me out. So I ain't about to do that. Well, you ain't getting the $20. You got to get on the phone. And I'm going to be sitting right there. I'm going to be working on my show. And you got to hype up the show for that 1 hour. And you got to be on there and stuff like that. Now, if you got an IG, you can go IG, talk about me for 1 hour, and you'll get the $20. All right? I don't know money, but I have to learn the hard way about it. So, you know what I'm saying? Because I've had people in my life, they just want to borrow, and they never paid it back. But now, as an entrepreneur, I'm like, okay, if you got a skill, let me utilize that skill. We're going to use this to the best of my ability. And so when it comes to Gayle King, I get it. The dude wanted to. It's kind of crazy him having child support issues and furniture because it seems to me she probably avoided a scammer and probably wanted more money and didn't want to pay it back, because that don't make sense that you're making money and then you say you have furniture, need to get furniture, and then you have child support issues. Right then and there, that's a red flag. Because if you have child support issues, that means you were neglecting to pay your child support. So that probably was a sign for Gayle King. And I just thought about that. It just popped in my head that this probably was a potential scammer that say, okay, I'm going to open Gayle up. I'm going to ask for $4,000 and I'm going to make sure I pay her back. And then the next time I may ask for $10,000, pay her back. And then I might ask for this real amount. Well, I need to loan like $60,000, right? And then he ghosts you. So you got to be very careful, because there is some professional men that prey on women with money, and they scam them. Because we had Jennifer Lewis, I will never forget it, that she was scammed by a guy that said he was a trainer at LA Fitness or a manager at LA Fitness. He said he was you know what I'm saying, a Navy SEAL. He went to a prestigious university, etc. And he scammed Jennifer Lewis out of money. The iconic Jennifer Lewis. And she told the world what he did. And he scammed not only Jennifer Lewis, but he scammed a lot of white folks, white women, out of their bread. And Jennifer Lewis was the one that told the world, work with the FBI. She worked with the people. She got him, you know what I'm saying, testified, and he went to prison because he scammed Jennifer. So, you know, I just feel that women do have to be careful, because some man in there was like, oh, Gayle, you wrong, you crazy, because you should have just kept being with him because he paid you the money back. No, that's her decision. At the end of the day, it's a woman decision whether they want to be with you or not. Now, I see some crazy stuff on the internet when it comes to TikTok. I listen to it for entertainment value, because it was this one particular video that after I got to watching Gayle King, another lady popped up on my screen. She said it was a dude. She said, well, I don't want to go out to eat with you. I'm really feeling you, but you can put some food in my refrigerator. But we're not going to hit. You can't hit this and I'm like, that's dumb and stupid. See, a lot of these dudes don't keep it real with the women. I'm going to keep it real. If I want to smash, I'm going to tell you I want to smash. You know, it is what it is. Even the dudes that I deal with, anybody that know me, I'm very upfront. You're going to roommate, it comes with a price. Either you want to do it or not. I'm a very upfront type of guy. I'm honest. I'm going to tell you what it is. If it's a female, like this, one of my girls that, you know, we grew up together, and I wanted to go out for drinks, and she said, "You gonna want to hit, right?" And I said, "Of course, absolutely, yes." I was gonna tell her anyway, but she went on with it. She said, "Okay, I'm down with that, but you know, you got to pay my light bill." I said, "Cool, I pay the light bill," because I always wanted to be intimate with her. I'm very direct, very direct, because I've always wanted to experience her. So I paid the light bill. The light bill was only like what, $70? $70 for a one night stand. I do it anyway, but that's just me. But a lot of these dudes want to play these games, and I just be up front. Most of the time, it won't be down for it. You know what I'm saying? So just be honest. Just keep it real. Stop with the lies. Stop playing around. I will trick in a second. I will trick in a second. So I don't mind it. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm very honest of it. And the more wealth I get, the more I'm going to be getting it in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to tell you. I'm just telling you right there because I'm very honest. So you know what I'm saying? But that's just how it is. That's one of my main goals of being wealthy, just to have that type of power and control. Honestly. That's one of my main goals. Why do you think I'm working out? It's a reason why I'm working out. A lot of people say, oh, he's working out because health. Not necessarily. It was a woman that I really had. Excuse me, Gail King. Excuse me. It's this woman that I really have a crush on. And she said, no, you too big. You know what I'm saying? But if you lose weight, revisit it, then then you can take me out. But you must lose the weight, you must get a six-pack, and you must lose the chest meat, like the titty. So I'm like, okay, cool. So that's why I'm in the gym so heavily. It ain't because the doctor, the blood pressure, none of that. What's keeping me in the gym, sweating, going there every day, losing the weight, and working what I consume in a diet is just to smash this woman that I have a crush on. And you eventually will see her on camera. She's iconic. She's beautiful. I really want her. I've been wanting her for years. Beautiful, everything, thick, everything that I imagine a woman she is. She's a boss. She's educated. You know what I'm saying? I really want her. She's a potential, a great look for Mrs. Wiley, a great look for my brand. We could just be a power couple, even if she go and smash other dudes and I go smash other dudes and other women. I don't care. I just want us to be a strong unit. I want us to be Bill and Hillary, Beyonce and Jay-Z, Oprah and Stedman and Gail. Like I just, and very submissive, very educated, very submissive. And that's what I long for. I love that for her to be a boss. She's very submissive in the room. And I'm not going to get into all of that type of stuff because she do watch the show, but she did say something directly and she talked about my weight. So that's what's keeping me in the gym. And you may even see her in Vegas. And if you see me do this, y'all gonna be like, Wiley, is that the one you were talking about? You may see her in Vegas. And because it's the reason. And I'm glad she told me that because she's fueling me to keep going. So it is what it is. And somebody got in my ear. You know what I'm saying? And she said it in the way how she said it. She said, boo, boo, boo. And then she lift me up, and she always send me DMs, and we always talk on the phone or whatever. And she always send me texts like, keep going, blah, 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 blah. And that's what's my encouragement. I know it sounds bad because I should want to work out and lose the weight for health-wise. No, I just want to lose it to get the draws. Just that simple. So, babe, I'm just going to be honest. I just want to dive in. And, I can't dive in with all these stretch marks. I'm going to just keep it all the way real with you. Now, hello, I'm live on the Wiley Show. What in the world are you calling me? Hello? You said, excuse me, you want the $20 to promote me on Instagram, man? I'm live. Excuse me? How many followers you got? How many followers you got? I'm asking you how many followers you got, ma'am. That ain't enough. You got 10,000 followers. That ain't enough. That ain't enough. You need to take some. No, that ain't enough. Take some more thirst trap, some baddie pictures, and get your followers up to 100K. Then we can talk. Because that ain't enough.
baby. I'm gonna work on my 100K.
Okay, go on and work on the 100K. Okay.
All right, baby, and I'm gonna send you another freestyle soon.
Okay then. Because she just interrupted my show, Chad. You got 10,000 followers, most of my bots. Anyway, so that's what encouraging me to keep going in the gym. That is what's encouraging me to keep going in the gym. Not because of health, it's because this beautiful, thick woman. Anyway, but yeah, again, okay. Hey, what do y'all say in the chat? Hollering, I ain't mad at you. I'm not, it is what it is. I'm just being honest. And I really was in the gym today because I really want her. I just cannot stop thinking about this woman. And so today I was on the stairs, and usually I do 30 minutes, but today I did like 40 minutes on that sucker. I didn't burn like 1,500 calories. You know what I'm saying? Because my goal is by Vegas or September, by my birthday. I really want it for, because I got it laid out. I already got like, by my birthday, I really want it by my birthday. It's November 11th. But anyway, that's what encouraged me to keep going because of that. That was a massive encouragement. And so I really been taking it easy, and I just got addicted to the gym now. And always that's on my mind, like hearing her voices, hearing her voice notes. She leave me nasty voice notes and stuff like that, which is good. I like that. And if you see her, you won't even think that we and her have in communications, and which is great, which is really great. I probably won't even let her even come on camera. I want to keep that a secret between us. Anyway, hello everybody. Now we're gonna go to other topic here. Woo! I just had to just open up with that. I love you, Wiley. I'm going to Stockton to see Jason Lee for you. Okay, make sure you record some stuff for the Jason Lee. Record. Send it to my email. And since you brought up Jason Lee, we might as well talk about Jason Lee. Okay, give me a second. Okay, give me a second. Because you done already brought up Jason Lee. Anyway, we have publicly endorsed Jason Lee for city council and South Stockton. And I definitely want to read my letter that I released to the public. And I want to read it to you guys because we publicly endorsed Jason Lee. He took over our YouTube channel, and we have publicly endorsed him. And this is my message. I am proud to endorse Jason Lee for the position of city council member for South Stockton. In my opinion, he is the ideal candidate for the job, as he has been instrumental in creating numerous programs for the youth. Additionally, Jason has brought a segment of his company to the south side of Stockton, showcasing his commitment to the community. One aspect of his plan that resonates with me is his initiative to establish a much-needed grocery store in the area. This will undoubtedly contribute to the overall well-being of South Stockton residents. Furthermore, Jason Lee has demonstrated the courage to address the ineffectiveness and the lack of results from Kimberly Wormsley in serving South Stockton. It's critical to have a representative who takes action and deliver on their promises. I strongly encourage all of my followers to visit www.jasonleeforstockton.com. Let's come together to read about his comprehensive plan. Let's come together and make our voices heard by voting for Jason Lee on March 5th to bring positive change to South Stockton. So we just had to say that. So we are endorsing Jason Lee. We got more information that we're going to be covering about Jason Lee, but we're going to be doing that in the future. Now, I just had to do that. And so if y'all going, shout out to the people that's going to South Stockton. Record, because baby, Jason Lee was dragging that old man, baby. Baby, that old man, that slum landlord. Baby, Jason Lee was on the panel. Wait. I can't forget. Wait a minute. Okay, send it to Jason. Baby, Jason Lee was on the panel, right? So they was doing a forum out there in South Stockton on last night. So he was on there with Ralph White. Now, Ralph White is a senior citizen. He's a slumlord. He don't give a damn about his tenant. They live in rat and roach infested apartments. Jason Lee exposed it all. And so this man was saying on the forum last night, I'm more rich than Jason Lee. Hollywood Unlocked is a whole porno. You're this, you're that. Your boyfriend is a Crip. He was just throwing a dig. And Jason Lee was like, listen, I'm here for the results. I can bring, he said he's going to work. He had in communication with Live Nation and communication with Floyd Mayweather to bring a venue in the downtown area of Stockton so they can have more resources and things and employ the people from South Stockton. I mean, this man had a plan. He talked about how he's about to sue the Stockton Police Department because they're not giving the correct numbers. He called out Kimberly Wormsley for not showing up to the voters. And Jason Lee said, I will answer all your questions. I'm showing up. He said, my company is worth $50 million. He said he will endorse the $30,000 check that he's going to get to city council and give it to programs. This man had a plan after plan to plan. But Ralph White, that slumlord, baby, his building is filthy. I don't even want to let my worst enemy live there. Holes in the wall, baby. They had that. Jason Lee is smart. Wait a minute. Jason Lee had one of his team members, which was white, that say, I want to lease an apartment. So they had a hidden camera. Hold on. A hidden camera. Baby, that black leasing officer said, you can't have no stove in here. You can't have no refrigerator in this apartment. And he said, why can I have no stove? Why can I have no refrigerator? That man said, because this is an old building and the electricity can't not handle the voltage of a stove and a refrigerator. So the only thing that you can have is some sandwiches. I said, now what? So then they went to another apartment of a person that leased an apartment from Mr. Ralph White, the slumlord. And this woman got roaches, leaky pipes. She got another bathroom that she can't use. And the other bathroom, when they use that, it makes the water leak up on the other one. So I'm just saying, and the rat infested apartment is next to a school. So Jason had been exposed, baby. Jason got a whole video called Surviving Ralph White. Hashtag Surviving Ralph White. And said, hashtag Stockton deserves better. Then he talked about how Kimberly Wormsley had failed to send the building code enforcers to enforce the code in the city. That she's getting a backhanded deal by Mr. Ralph. So this is crazy, like all over. Like this is like, I'm so glad that Jason Lee is running because number one, I was reading the comments, and this is why I don't listen to people on YouTube because they don't have an idea. They don't follow Jason Lee's social media pages, which is crazy. They're misinformed. They're not informed at all. They kept saying, it's sad that it took Jason to expose this. And many people say, how can this go on for years? Because A, people don't go to city council members. B, meetings. B, they don't have a communication with Kimberly Wormsley. Nobody is allowing the pressure under her. They just like, okay, she a black woman, she a social worker, okay, whatever. But they're not actually, and the residents in that building, they're not going to City Hall because the lady came up and said, hey, the reason why I'm living here is because I was homeless. Now, mind you, this tenant is a filthy tenant anyway, because even if the building is not the best, the apartment not the best, you still can clean it. I mean, she had toys, stuff all over. She's not as clean herself. But still, that does not give a right for that building to be that disgusting. Then one of the other tenants or the same tenant was saying it was a family that was staying in Ralph's building. And so they took the kids. They had about 6 kids. They took them all to the hospital. So the doctor found that it was mold, M-O-L-D, in the blood, B-L-O-O-D, in the bloodstream of the children. So the hospital said, we're going to send somebody to test this apartment to see why do y'all children have mold in their bloodstream. So they sent somebody to test, and they found out that it was mold all up in the place, right? So the landlord, Mr. Ralph, found out And guess what happened to that family with the 6 kids? They evicted him. And this employee said, this tenant said that they got kicked out and they had to sleep in the van. They was back homeless for like months. So this is going on in South Stockton. So if you all do not know, you need to educate you. I highly suggest you go to my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, The Wiley Show, because I post the clips. I'm posting information on The Wiley Show page because I want you to be informed. A lot of y'all in the comments is just judging Jason Lee as a social media person. Baby, judge him on him doing the work, the programs with the youth organization. Look at the youth that is knocking on doors for Jason Lee, going out there talking to voters. Look at it. Baby, now Kimberly, now she want to talk to voters. But where the hell she been all this time? Because you know why Kimberly is out there going to talk to the people? Okay? Because she see the response of Jason. But this is what pisses me off with Kimberly. This is a whole forum about South Stockton, right? About you are the candidate. She was invited to come. She said she was going to show up, and she changed her mind. Baby, you cannot act like you got in the bag. Why do you think it's okay for you to annoy this to talk to voters? That's crazy. You supposed to be out there talking to the damn voters. Jason Lee sat there. That man called Jason Lee a blood, a crip, a gang banger. He said his Hollywood Unlocked is a .0. Like, that man was throwing insults. Jason stayed content. Jason could have went there. He tried to bait Jason to be ignorant, an ignorant man. Jason came back with, listen, my company worth $50 million. This is my economic plan for South Stockton. Why is Kimberly Wormsley not here? She have not made a post about a young brother that had a hit and run. His body was found days later. Why haven't Kimberly Wormsley made a post about that? Why haven't Kimberly Wormsley got involved about these rundown, filthy buildings that's in her district? She had failed this district for the last 3 years. Like, he was on it. He was on it. And then Ralph was like, what kids want to grow up and be like Jason Lee? Baby, the people in the audience, I want my child to be rich. I want my child to be on TV. Baby, they booed that man because, like, you cannot come because he have an outdated mind. Now, get me wrong, Ralph talked good. He said, I got one of the biggest houses in South Stockton. Right. Gated community, heated, central air. But then you got your own tenants living in boo-boo, piss, rats, roaches, bed bugs, etc. So just because you living good in a gated community with multiple cars, what about your tenants? And then the man is getting money from the city to pretty much have a piss poor art organization. So I'm just saying to people, this is what made me wake up my eyes, because I was like, y'all, misinformed. Oh, Jason Lee, he's an outsider, whatever. Some told me, okay, Wiley, let's start with the insults. Put on your hat, your journalist hat. And I went over to the page. I started digging. I'm seeing Jason Lee work. I'm starting talking to voters. I'm starting talking to youth organizers. And I was like, well, Jason ain't that bad at all. I did not know his roots in South Stockton. So once I started reaching out, and once people from South Stockton started DMing me, they said, Wiley, you're misinformed. You're judging Jason by his public persona, but he have multiple faces. You got to talk about his work that he have done for the community. So I said, and people kept reaching out. Mothers was reaching out. I mean, leaving me paragraphs after paragraph after paragraph. I reached out to some voters. Why are you going to support Jason Lee? They told me because he is bringing tangible change to this community. He is exposing the ineffectiveness on a national stage. And this man have helped my son, help my daughter, get them in tutoring, help them to become interns, help like this. They have just given me list after list. So I feel like we should at least look at what Jason is doing and look at his plan. At least give him that. And Kimberly has been, like, she have not been out in the streets. Now she's trying to go out in the streets because she see the response of Jason. This man is putting his own funding into the campaign, knocking on doors, having campaign workers. He's out there. And so that's for me is that I love that Jason is doing this. And many people, you know, start to criticize, oh, you doing this for an interview. I've never had an interview with Jason. I never have an interview with Jason. I never interviewed him at all. If I wanted to interview, I would have endorsed him first. I really thought Kimberly was the right one because I'm looking at, oh, she's a social worker. Oh my God. She talk about people, you know, she have counsel people with mental illnesses. But once I started saying, what are you doing for the district? She ain't really doing nothing. She just taking up space. We need a bold leader. So, I mean, he could be messy, but if you give him back to community, go right ahead. Baby Ralph White, that man is messy, evil, and he got people living in a filthy building. Do you want to have somebody that's messy in Hollywood but actually give resources to the community? Or do you want somebody like Mr. Ralph that is a slumlord and having people live in an apartment, they can't even have a refrigerator. They can't even have a stove. They can't even cook no chicken. They can't even cook a taco. They can't cook no collard greens because the building is so outdated that the electricity ain't gonna hold up. Because he's taking the rent, and then the lady said in the video, she said he jacked up the rent. Why should we be paying rent for this filthy place? So I just saying, like, he's a slum lord and became a millionaire, and all he's selling is filth because he catered to people that is homeless, that got a little bread or whatever, enough to pay a little rent, that they don't know their rights. They don't know that they can refuse to pay rent if they show that they are paying for the repairs and the failure of the landlord. It's a lot of things that they can qualify for, but unfortunately, they're not educated and informed about housing rights in the state of California. So that's who he preyed on, right? And that's why he was able to get away for a long time. You're preying on uneducated, misinformed people. So you would be able to get away with it for decades. That's why South Stockton was able to be a rundown district, because they depend on y'all not going to the polls, not going to city council meetings, not going to forums, not going to town halls, not sending letters, not talking to the mayor, not talking to other city council members. They depend on that. And so other district like up north, baby, them constituents, they're participating in the process. They got their city council person on speed dial. They go to them nightly meetings. They pull this way. They make petitions. They make noise. That's why they get the resources. But the people in these black and brown areas, they don't create that much noise. So I feel like with Jason Lee, he's creating the noise, doing the work, and he's doing it well. And he got me talking about it in Chicago, Illinois. So obviously he's doing something well. So I'm saying again, I think that people should look at his plan, and I get it because people don't care. But the people that live in South Stockton care. They want change. And if he wins, then we can see more changes happen. And that's why, you know, it should be called out, because the city should shut that place down and put those residents in places in a good, clean environment until they get on their feet, until they can lease their own apartment in a good, clean place. Nobody in South Stockton should ever pay rent in a leaky pipe, no running water, no working electricity. Nobody should pay rent to that, fund that at all. And the city, their representative, Kimberly, wants them to do it. And I'm going to send her an email and like, Kimberly, why are you not shutting that place down? What are you doing in the city? Like, what are you doing? Like, you are representing District 6 in South Stockton. You said you're a social worker. So if you're a social worker, and if you have to go to a house being a social worker and you see that in the child, are you going to allow that child? And you must be a trashy social worker then. You probably one of them type of social worker, they see abuse happen, you turn the other cheek because you don't want to do all the paperwork. You cannot tell me that you're about the youth, you're about the community, you love your community. You told me this privately on the phone. You love your community, you never left your community. But damn, you ain't doing nothing to help your community, because why haven't you shut down that or got the city involved with your homeboy, Mr. Ralph, out there running a whole doo-doo, pissy organization. So that's why I feel like it needs to be called out. And I feel that, you know, I have to say this, and this is why we are endorsing Jason Lee for city council. And I urge anybody that live in South Stockton to vote like your life depended on it, because it do, especially those that live in those piss poor housing. You definitely need to vote so you can have a representative in there that can negotiate to shut it down, negotiate you to be in a nice house, and help you get on your feet so you can get into a better shelter. Because this is crazy. Nobody, especially children, should be living in that type of filth with roaches. Nobody in South Stock should be living and paying rent and the landlord got roaches. You supposed to have an exterminator. You supposed to make sure that you gut out the drywall. Why are you renting apartments and run down? Baby, you need to do a whole rehab on them apartments. You need to get your building up to code, your electricity, so people can have a stove, a refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have to go to 7-Eleven and buy sandwiches. But you can't even buy a lot. You just got to buy one just to eat, because you can't even put it in a refrigerator, because if you do, the thing will go up in flames because it's an outdated system. So again, what are you spending the money on? Obviously, you're not spending it on your property. You're spending it on yourself and your family. Your family is eating good. So this is why we're calling him out and telling that man, stop trying to run for city council, Mr. Ralph. You need to drop out of the race, because if you can't even keep your building up to code and treat your tenants with respect and dignity, then you cannot tell me that you are the right man for the job. You can't even keep your apartments and make your apartments get up to code. Them apartments need to be demolished and rebuild, and an investor that care about the people, that need to be affordable housing. The state need to get involved. And Governor Newsom, you need to do more investing in affordable housing instead of trying to give money to migrants and illegal immigrants. You need to make sure that people that was born in this country, that is citizens and that is residents of California, they should have priority to clean, affordable housing and free healthcare. Because if you giving free healthcare to people that is not a citizen, you are crazy and you need to be recalled and removed from office. Nobody should say that they take an oath on the Constitution and they're giving free health care to people that can't even cite the Constitution, don't know English, can't even pass the citizenship exam, and pretty much broke the law. And I just don't understand why are we even having this conversation, because these weak, spineless leaders like Governor Newsom and these weak, pathetic, evil slumlords like Mr. Ralph White and these ineffective so-called social workers, Kimberly Walmsley, need to resign. It is time for fresh leaders that have a proven track record of building things from the ground up, profitable things, and that is the great Jason Lee, period. So I had to put this out there. Now, a lot of people said, you know, I've seen your comments. I don't care nothing about you criticizing me. You can criticize me, baby. But what I hope that you keep that same criticism for Mr. Ralph of why he is able to go around in South Stockton and still collect rent money of the rundown apartments. Where's that criticism, baby? Stop going after the messenger and listen to the message. Respect the message. You may not like the messenger, baby, but what is that messenger? What is the message? The message is Jason Lee will not even run for South Stockton for that position if they was doing their damn job. They have not been doing their job at all. Period. Kimberly has failed the residents in District 6, and Ralph has failed his tenants in South Stockton. Period. Period. And there is no allegedly. That man have a rundown building. The tenants themselves have said that this is a slumlord. Look at this filth that we're living in. Period. So I just had to say that for y'all to understand that. And that is my reason why I'm voting. If I could vote for Jason Lee, I would. But since I can't vote for Jason Lee, I damn sure can go live and tell my hundreds of thousands, millions of followers that live in Stockton. If three of them live inside, that's 3 extra votes for Jason Lee. If 10 extra people live, that's 10 extra votes for Jason Lee. You hear what I'm saying? Maybe if 60 people listen to this message, I'm going to vote just off Wiley word and his. That's what I'm going to say about it. So I'm just going to tell you all again, man, make sure you go to my YouTube channel, The Wiley Show, and you all can see it and everything like that. Because, man, it is terrible. It is terrible how those residents are being treated under this man, Mr. Ralph White. How can you do this? And now you trying to run for office? Girl, bye. Have several seats. Moving on. Moving on. Did I do good? Did I do good? Did I do good? Did I do good? How y'all doing out there? What's up? Okay. Oh, wow. Welcome. Because y'all share this live. Share. Share. It will all be exposed soon. Terry is giving dad. So he posted the videos, man. I see the videos and it's out there and I can see it. It is definitely out there and give it to us. All right. Okay. Now we're going to move on from that. I just had to put that in there for free. Now we're also going to talk about, oh my God. So Vince McMahon, you guys, they actually got some receipts, some text messages, some nasty text messages being sent. Baby, Vince, just going to pay that woman the money. I didn't know the woman had a case like that, but when I looked at them text messages, the filthy stuff he sent her for her to do to him, I don't know why Vince was so stupid in sending this woman text messages. That's crazy. You know how dumb you can be. See, these people want to cheat and want to send text. Baby, back in the day, it was easy going on the payphone because payphone wasn't recorded. There wasn't no secret record. There wasn't no screen record. But how in the world you going to boo-boo on somebody and then want them to still, then you still want to hump them? That's dirty and filthy. Boo-boo. Boo-boo Vinny. Boo-boo Vince. And then you would share her. You would share her with other people. I'm like, oh my gosh. You would share her with other people. And you didn't even pay her what you said you was going to pay her. So you were in clear violation. You didn't even keep up with the payments. That's why she's suing. You didn't keep up with the payments. That's crazy to me. And they keep dragging WWE name in it because you use that WWE brand, the funding to do your dirt. To do your dirt. That's why you in this mess that you're in. You're nasty. And that's why Stephanie don't want to deal with you because she found out and she said, I'm done with WWE. This is a whole doo-doo enterprise. That's why Shane went, man, here comes the money. That's why he said, I ain't doing this a whole doo-doo enterprise. The only reason why time to play the game, Triple H is still there because he want to be there for the wrestler. He want to, you know what I'm saying? He want to own WWE one day. He want to go down his history to help usher WWE to a new era. I get it. But you can't tell me Paul Levesque did not know about the doo-doo. Baby, you can smell it. You knew about it. You knew about that doo-doo enterprise. You can't tell me. Nobody told you about doo-doo. I don't care how you try to act, player. You knew about that doo-doo, and you didn't want to do the cleanup. You didn't want to bring the pound salt. You didn't want to bring the bleach wipes. You turned the other cheek. You turned the other cheek once you found out about the doo-doo. Okay? Baby, the doo-doo enterprise. Okay. What you gonna do when Vince McMahon put doo-doo on you, brother? You knew about the doo-doo. You did care about the doo-doo. So this would give you with Triple H. You try to act like you did not know about the doo-doo. You knew about the doo-doo. Baby, you knew about the doo-doo-e. You knew about it. You can't tell me you didn't know about the doo-doo. You knew about that, player. Just admit it and say, you know what, you guys, you got me. I did know about the doo-doo. I turned my back. I didn't care at all. And I knew about the doo-doo-e. Okay? I knew about it. All right? I knew about it. Okay? I turned my other big brother. All right, so let's move on from that. Yeah, you knew about it. It is what it is. Now, woo! Look at y'all in this chat. Oh my God. Now let's talk about Draya. Hey, Draya. So Draya is pregnant. Congratulations. Everybody is dragging this woman, and I thought that she got pregnant by a 14 or a 16-year-old that was wealthy. They said, no, Wiley, she's a 21-year-old impregnated her. And he's this famous, basketball player, right? He's going to probably make as much as $300 million. So I'm like, okay, but where's the gag? I mean, she's almost 40, 21. He's legal. So I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but who gives a damn? You supposed to do this. You supposed to find a young man that's legal, that's making hundreds of millions of dollars. Draya ain't getting no younger. Get your money. So what's the issue here? And then I'm watching Joe Budden up there gonna call this lady a whole pedo. She's not a pedo. That guy is 21 years old. He's a grown man, period. So stop putting that on her. No, he's a grown man. He knew what he was doing. And she looked good. She don't look like she's in her 40s. She still look like she's in her 20s herself. So what's the problem? What's the issue? If the roles were reversed, if he was Joe Budden age and sleeping with a 20, 22-year-old, you won't have a problem with that. But because she's a woman, get up out of here with that sexist idealism, girl. Go on ahead on with your uneven, bald-headed self. And then what gets me, he was up there trying to control the video vixen, the one that mama went on to glory, and the one that got in an accident and felt like Jason Lee should have gave us some more health care because she couldn't hardly do therapy. Literally, she was trying to take up, she tried to be neutral. And so Joe Budden tried to strong arm this woman, his co-host, y'all, what's her name in the chat? Tried to strong arm her to drag Draya. Why would you try to set that woman up? She ain't about to fall for the okie doke. Because Melissa Ford, if she was in that position, and if her eggs can still produce a child, she'll do it. The problem is Melissa Ford was like, damn, Draya got to him first. So let's stop playing with that. Stop playing with that. Let's stop. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. Let's stop playing with the straight cap. Ain't nothing wrong with what Draya did. It's iconic. It needs to go down in history to get the bag. Get the bag. And they talk about, her son is the same age. Who gives a damn? He is legal. He's legal. Period. Period, period, period. There's nothing wrong for you to be almost 40 years old dating a 21-year-old person. There's nothing wrong. That's a grown adult. That's a grown adult. There's nothing wrong. If you want to be 40 and you want to marry an 18-year-old, there's nothing wrong with that. That's legal. That's not against the law. You can do what you got to do. Because you ain't going to be 18 forever. You're going to be 19, 20, 21, 22. There's nothing wrong for him being 21 and she almost 40. Who cares? So it's nothing wrong with that. Get your money. You better use them looks to get what you want. So ain't nothing wrong with that. You may call it disgusting, but she going to the bank. Sure. Go on, so head on with that. No different than these young guys. They need senior citizen women. What was the name? Cher. Don't she got her young? What was that? Madonna? Did she date like a 20-some-year-old man and she ain't almost in her 70s? Who cares? As long as they legal. Come on. Get your money. Don't get mad at these people. Don't let nobody stop your dreams. This is good because you ain't gonna care nothing about what they say. Because you got a golden ticket. You ain't got no prenup. And you got a child, baby. Your child's supposed to be about $300,000 a month. Get your money, honey. Get your money. I ain't mad at you. At all. You better get that bank. What you talking about? Don't listen to these stupid people. Joe Budden just mad because he don't know young woman want him. Oh, Chrisean don't want him. And they probably do. He probably don't want to spend no money. Because he ain't making no $300 million on that podcast. Nah. He went over to Patreon and had to beg his people to subscribe so we can make a good profit. Get some of that out of there. Okay? Yeah, I'm drinking a Gatorade, a zero sugar Gatorade, zero sugar Gatorade, zero sugar. So it ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Make your money. Make your money. Somebody in my chat, Tasha said she's 37. She dating a 22-year-old, 23-year-old. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You better go on and do it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Virgo Child said, let me see the ingredients. You don't need to see the ingredients. It's zero sugar Gatorade. I'm going to drink. Okay? Don't worry about what's in the ingredients. The ingredients is you see a man that's 22 years old, got $300 million, you go an ingredient and get that. Open up your legs and make sure he deposit that seed in your egg ingredient and mix it with the seed ingredient so you can have a child, you can be wealthy the rest of your life. That's the ingredient y'all need to be worried about. Some of y'all act too busy with y'all ingredient. Y'all giving it to Pookie and Ray Ray instead of Googling and working with the agents and seeing who got a good deal, who's the top leading college player on their way to the league. But you too busy chasing around Pookie and Ray Ray, robbing folks, and you being the Gatorade card and robbing people for their Social Security check. And that's why you ain't got a man that's worth $300 million because you too busy getting your back blown in on a pissy and shitty mattress. This is what I said. You too busy trying to roll a blunt and your man he stay with his mama and all his kids. And only to help you, he gotta wait until his mama go to work, but she don't work no more because she had a knee replacement. And you gotta wait till he blow up the bed. If the little kid didn't piss all on the bed and put a hole in it, he might just have to hump you on that hard Section 8 dirty floor. And you so desperate, you open up them same legs with them ingredients and you do it. And you typing about Draya. Heifer, sit down. At least she got humped in a beautiful estate. You getting humped in some leaky pipes and dirty floors. You can't even take no shower in there. You have to wait to go to the YMCA or to the gym because their water is turned off. Anyway, so I ain't mad at Draya. I give her kudos, baby. You got a yoni and it's powerful. You using that yoni for a coin. A lot of these other sisters need to stop using that yoni because they just so desperate. They just need a man. No, you need the coin. It's about the money. We in a capitalist society. Start using that yoni to get the coins. Get the bag. You got to know how to finesse that yoni while you can before you become expired goods. When you become premium, you still got it. It still works. You ain't got no wrinkles. You ain't got no arthritis. You ain't got no more, heat flashes. You better go on and get what you can before you become on the inspired rack. Y'all better look up to her. Yes, I support that. KLE, absolutely. I would love to meet a woman that's 55, 60 years old, wealthy, and she want me. Man, please, she worth $800 billion. And she put me on it and she giving me money. You best believe. I don't care if she got some dentures. So what? Oh, wow. Man, she got $655 million. Who you telling? You better go ahead on them. Don't hate the player. You better hate the game. Don't hate the game, don't hate the player. Whatever they go. There's a lot of desperate people that's up in age that got coin and want somebody young, legal. They said, would you date Oprah if it was on? You best believe I'd date Oprah. I'll be the dog. Whatever she want me to be, I'll be there. If she want me to do a whole threesome with her, Stegman, and Gayle King, I'll be there. I'll be there. Just call my name. I'll be there. Okay, man, please. I come to Winoja. She said, leave your drawers. They'll be left in the with the staff member. If she want me to bark, man, please. If she paying me, you best believe it. Sure, I don't care what you got to say. Oh, look, she look good. Man, slim down. What? I will lick her like a lollipop. Oh, you better don't lick like a lollipop, my baby. You better best believe she got good vegetables. She got vegetables that's imported from Hawaii. The best type of meat I never ate before in my life. Ooh, ashabashata. What you say? You let her call me right now and send me a telegram. Let her send me a Is it a telegram? No, the telegram. I was watching an old comedian. Let me update this joke. Let her send me a plane ticket. Let her assistant hit me up for the private jet. Hello, Wiley. This is Oprah Winfrey assistant. I just want you to know that we have a driver already outside. We're going to drive you to the airport, and you're going to get on the private jet, and you are going to California, and you will see Miss O. May I be right there? And don't bring anything. Only thing you bring is yourself. And that noise horses. I'll be right there. Okay, what y'all talking about? Man. Okay, let me shut up. Okay. All right, Draya. As I'm done with Draya. Yeah, like the video. Like the video. Well, some 30-year-old man ain't that young. Well, it ain't. You know? It ain't. But she's 70. Anyway. All right, well, I'm going to end up. Okay, now, let's move on. Draya, I ain't mad at you, honey. Get your money. I ain't mad at y'all. Now, I got these two people on the docket. People keep talking about Chrisean baby. And the thing about it is the baby do look like a symptom of Hennessy and Ciroc. The baby look like it just been drowning in liquor and must. And it looks kind of droopy looking. But my thing is, I don't want to say this about the child, but they keep putting the child all over the internet. It looked dirty, droopy, greasy, weird. And they keep saying that the baby got alcoholism syndrome. That's what they keep saying about the child. She keep putting the baby all on the internet, so you want us to drag the little alcohol baby. You want us to drag the little bastard. You keep putting the little bastard all on the screen. So stop putting the little bastard. We seen the little bastard, Peter Pecker, because he had a hemorrhoid. Then we got the little Peter Pecker, like having alcoholism withdrawals. So I just, people say kids all that, but they keep bringing the kids as the storyline. Period. Stop bringing the little alcohol bastard baby on the internet. Then we won't talk about the thing. So they put the in the mess. Stop getting mad at Wiley when the parents bringing the little thing, the little weird looking thing on the internet. Stop doing that. So they kept sending me the information all over the internet. And so it's just like they kept sending it to me, and I had to talk about it. And then like the baby needs to just baptize in soap and water. Don't they have like some baby Irish Spring? Don't they got some baby Dove? Like that baby needs to bathe. It looks stinky. You already know that baby got a diaper rash from boo-boo. Okay? So I'm just saying, because people kept saying, hey, make sure y'all stop bringing up. Baby, y'all is bringing it up. You cannot tell me to stop talking about something where the parent is making them the discussion. The parent is bringing them up on the docket. The parent is saying, let's talk about it. The parent is bringing it up. Okay? So let's stop playing. All right? So that's my whole point. I got to keep it real. The people on the internet are horrible, but y'all bringing the children up. Stop doing that. I know I talk a lot. I ain't bringing my children on the internet. I ain't bringing my wife on the internet. I'm keeping my life private because I talk a lot of mess. I talk a lot of mess. So, but you're bringing them up for a discussion, so they're going to talk about it. Period. Okay? So let's just call a thing a thing. Like people would get mad. Oh, you talk about Tasha K. Child. She was talking about Tasha K. She brought the child up into the conversation. I'm going to be the girl to come home to Africa. Then you got them no filthy, dirty robes. And then you had to bathe the baby outside. You should have kept your baby in the United States. At least in the United States, we got indoor plumbing. He's a child soldier, but he got to bathe outside. That's why they're able to be child soldiers. They bathe right out in the jungle. Anyway, then you showing pictures when you bathe the child and oil him up. Then the child had to leave to get back on the front lines. That don't make no sense. The child got to be on the front line, and then you have to bathe the child with one of your, mother-in-laws, because you got about 15 of them, because your father-in-law got about 15 wives. So 3 of them have to speak that African songs and have to bathe the child all the filth. It is what it is. She make her child a content. She post them for sympathy and payola. Can't get mad at me when I'm saying something. She talked about Cardi B, little child. Anyway, I just had to say that. Now we're going to move on. Wiley be making sure he be 100%. It is what it is. Megan, we got Megan on the docket, y'all. So y'all let people know we gonna be talking about them. Okay, we gonna be talking about. We gotta talk about these 2 bottoms. So these are 2 flop artists. First of all, we're gonna start with Sauce Santana. Standing on business. I'm standing on business. I closed on the 200,000. Baby, you didn't close on nothing. You was a flop. That ain't no $200,000 bill. Stop lying to these people. You get $200,000, Uncle Sam taking half of that. Then you got to share with your entourage, your managers up. You probably leaving there probably with $8,000. And you getting your big, wide, fried chicken self on that stand could have went on and broke them people balcony. You is a flop. You have been canceled. So stop proving this point until I see a real bank statement. I need to see you go inside of a bank, live stream, and they tell you what's in your account. Your last 5 deposits. Then I believe it. Go get that Indian out that bank, and I want to get the last 5 deposits at Chase Bank. Or it look like you got the Naval Credit Union. Baby, I need to see that before I believe that you standing on a $200,000 thing and you still eating Popeye's chicken. Honey bye. If you still got Popeyes as your rider instead of having a team of chefs cooking chicken from scratch, you ain't standing on business. And you got on that tight Walmart shirt and standing on that wood thing on your balcony and almost fell. And you got them ugly shoes on, you need to stop it. Talking about what about the part about the MF money standing on business all 2024, 200,000 something. Honey, stop that line. Stop that line. Hit the gym. Burn 200,000 calories. Now, well, let's talk about Armand Wiggins here. So he was trending on Twitter, He was just pitting these women against each other. He was pitting this woman against that woman, Nicki against Cardi, and Nicki liked the discussion. I told Cardi, when are you going to block this dude? He don't care nothing about you. So dumb and stupid. But he just following, liking it, and she still didn't follow him and still did no interview. He just a little pet. He just happy because he got people to stream. And of course, he's monetized on Twitter. So I get it. I'm not mad at his hustle. He got to do everything he got to do to afford the flat screen and the gray background and the flat screens. I ain't mad at the brother. Do you? You got to flip flop and do all that type of stuff to get your money, baby. Get your money. But you cannot say you're a music critic, baby. You couldn't even sell 10,000 copies. You couldn't even get 10,000 streams, baby. You couldn't even get 5,000 streams. So you're nobody music critic. Stop that line, honey. You're not nobody music critic. Just stop it. Just say, I'm just a spoof. I'm just a satire. I just get high, talk about black women that's more successful than you. But you're not a music critic. You couldn't even sell if you wanted to sell, baby. You can't. That's the gag. When you release a new song, ain't gonna get no buzz, no streams, no nothing, no clout, no nothing. Nobody talked about it. They only talk about it when you play both sides. That's it. That's your highest engagement. And then those engagements don't even really translate to your YouTube engagement. You get higher engagements on Twitter. You don't get the 800,000, the millions of people viewership on YouTube. No, you don't. You don't get that. You get more people on Twitter space to see you argue, cuss, get high, F your man, eat his box, the doodle box, and you get the most engagement. You're nobody's music critic. Now, have you made some decent music? Yes. Only my ears were able to hear. The general public said, it's doo-doo. Period. I don't know it. It's trash. That's what the general public has said, because according to your own idealism of success, you ain't nowhere near the conversation at all, sir. Little girl, you're nowhere near the conversation at all. You have literally flopped. You can't even get 10,000 monthly streams. You go to your Spotify, no matter how I talk about your records, they don't run over there to your records and go see your records and go stream the records. They know it's garbage. Baby, your monthly streams is 440 monthly streams. How dare you try to talk about Megan? How dare you try to say she ain't got no bars? She got plenty bars, and she in the bank on Good Morning America. Where you at? In a rented apartment with homeless people pooping and shooting up in the lobby. Stop playing with me, girl. Just stop playing with me. Play with your boyfriend. Don't play with my intelligence. Because it's 440 monthly streams. I need people to type 440. I need somebody to type in here 440 monthly streams. 440 monthly streams. I need to see 10 people type in 440. I need 10 people to type in 440. Do you know Megan Thee Stallion monthly streams? 25.7 million. 25.7 million. You only got 440, what was that? 440 streams. How dare you try to talk? Stop it. Hang it up. Release yourself from this conversation, because you're nowhere near the conversation at all. Now, let's go to Megan. I just had to throw that in there for free. Now, let's get Meg up on the screen here. So, Meg and Nicki has been going back and forth. Meg strategically is winning because she was on Good Morning America, and she said on Good Morning America that she's going on tour. She said, yes, I'm going on tour for the hotties in the summer. Her song Hits is going to debut in the top 10. Many people in the industry is predicting it will be number 2 on the Hot 100 charts. They also are saying that this song is number 1 on the global charts on Spotify. So this woman is doing it. I gotta give it to her. This woman is doing it. And this is why I told her, I said, listen, y'all can criticize her all day long about who she didn't screw, but who she did what, but that lady is in the bank. In the bank making money. She have ended Nicki Minaj's career. And the gag is Nicki helped her end the career. Baby, Nicki helped lead her to the help lead to end the career. Nicki helped her in her own career. Nicki, you helped that woman to bring you down. Dummy. You're not that smart. This woman in her song said, I am sexy as F and I'm freaky. Exactly. Why is this such a gag, Nicki, that she's sexy and that she freaky? You supposed to get it in when you look good. I'm shocked that ugly people's like Sexy Red can just have all these thugs, and a sexy woman like Meg Thee Stallion, she can't be out here giving it up. You supposed to share it to the world. If you sexy, you supposed to be getting it in with ghostwriters, producers. Why not? That's a part of your brand. Hello? How do you think we're able to get things done in this country? Somebody is laying down on their back and opening up their legs. Let's get it twisted. What do you think they doing in Capitol Hill, baby? They do real nasty things in Capitol Hill. You better know it. So, and they making power moves. So anyway, why the F would I stay with an N-word that's weak in the streets? Yeah, why would she stay with Prada? Like Prada Fontaine, like he weak in the streets. Yeah, he's entertaining, but the man was weak in the streets. Weak in the streets. And she's streets. I'm gonna go ahead and pretend like I'm gonna let you get on top of me and do your business. And I'm gonna get these beats, and I'm gonna use you up, and I'm gonna dump you, and I'm gonna move on. It's great strategic. Say he F Megan, and now he the topic. Exactly. These N-words thinking they lower the value. All this free promo, I'm turning a profit. That's towards you, Nicki. All that free promo, turn a profit. You the one that's talking about Megan 24 hours a day. You on station here. She's not really independent. She's on this Bigfoot. You're dumb. You're promoting this lady everywhere you go. You on Twitter. You was at the grocery store talking about Meg. You went to the refrigerator talking about Meg. You was feeding your baby talking about Meg. You're promoting Megan Thee Stallion. And you talking about you the queen? You the standard? Hell no, you ain't the standard. The standard don't talk to the people that's below the standard, you dummy. How can you say you the standard and you giving the free promo? I remember when, what was the lady name? Carrie Hilson said, Beyonce need to go somewhere and have some babies. Did Beyonce come off her throne to drag Carrie Hilson? No, her audience did it. And Carrie Hilson ain't been the same since, ever since she tried to diss Beyonce and told that woman to go have some babies. Her career ain't never been the same as a recording artist. Because she the standard. Nicki, you're not the standard. You is a grown, overgrown little girl brat that's jealous of people that's getting more spotlight than you. You is you a fifth member of Supreme. You used to sing lead, but you mad because younger talent now is getting all the publicity and you can't handle it. See, I'm not like these cokeheads in California that's supping you up for an interview, but you know you're not giving that man no interview. You're just using him up because he's a whole cokehead. You're using that man up. I get it. Because if you really was about that life, you'd have went on his Twitter space. He in that spewing out word with them fake teeth and that weird back and that expired butt cheek. You ain't paying him no mind, but you use him as a pawn to get back at Cardi. That's why he ain't learning yet. See, Ken Barbie got something from the table. He got a shout out from Nicki. Didn't have to kiss Nicki Minaj, but just got to be critical. He got the cosign. He got the publicity to the back. This cokehead is still playing games, and then once he get through playing them games, nobody gonna come on the show. He gonna come back on the internet. I don't understand. I just don't understand why people don't come on my show. Get your dumb, stupid self down and get on that flat screen and get them gray walls so I can drag you again. Release episode 2 so I can just drag you again. Anyway, so I hate when the N-word be kissing and telling. I hate that too. Like, y'all smash Meg, but did y'all rush Because she the standard. She got that good poom poom. Yeah, I smash Meg. Blueface, I smash Meg. Because she's the standard. If she was trash, if she was a nobody, if she was a Bigfoot, depressed, nobody thing in the industry, she wouldn't be discussed. The reason why her name is being mentioned in interviews, when Blueface mentioned her to Jason Lee, when the baby mentioned her, when all these other people mention her, is because she is the standard. Baby, she got that premium poom poom. And you better know it. Say he a player, but he in his feelings. But I won't give up the P again. S-word should have gave it to S. Should have gave it to his friend. And guess what? She will give it to the friend. If it mean for her to come up. See, the thing I like about Meg, she used her yoni strategically. She is strategically a yoni, using the yoni strategically. Like, she's not going to give the yoni to people that can't do nothing for her career. She's going to do it to uplift her. That's how you're supposed to use the yoni, to uplift you. Most of y'all have used your yoni to get in debt, have children that you can't afford, public housing that you get rejected because you're on the waiting list, so the manager got your vouchers. She's using her yoni, strategic yoni, for a come up. To be on the scene, baby. She didn't have to go out there and release all them mixtape, knock on doors, baby. She said, skip it. She went on and talked to her yoni. She went on and said, come on, yoni, we're going to do that. And strategically, her yoni said, go screw him. He makes beats. Go screw him. He's an executive. Go screw him. He's this and this. Then dump him. And then keep moving on. Now, she trying to keep it secret. And you know, but that was the dudes that she slept with. They couldn't handle it. Oh, my God, this beautiful women. Oh, my God, I slept with Meg Thee Stallion. And Nicki trying to make that a big thing. But it's actually winning. Baby, that's the blueprint. Baby, that's why a lot of these artists ain't selling. They too stingy with the yoni. They not strategically hitting the right person yet. But I guarantee y'all don't want me to start. B, you a P word, never finna check me every chance you get. Bet your weak A word won't address me, ho. She talking about Nicki. She called her weak, and guess what, Nicki? And she didn't say no names. B word swear the G, but the G must stand for goofy. Yeah, Nicki Minaj is a whole goofy. Anybody that sit up on station here on a paid app because you couldn't make it on Amazon because they shut it down, you a goofy. What standard you know get a deal from Amazon and they shut down within 6 months? Before the check really clear, they have to shut down because wasn't nobody listening. And the gag is, Meg Thee Stallion, when Nicki go on station here, she ain't got no more than 4,000 listeners. Now, Nicki Minaj, why ain't there 8 million people listening to that show? 4,000 people, Nicki Minaj. Girl, I see why Amazon dropped you. Because you talk a lot of noise, you don't really have all that support. Because it's kind of hard trying to buy bots on station here. Because you only have 4,000 people there. I didn't see no 4 million. I didn't see no 800 million in that station. Baby, 4,000 numbers. You had the same numbers as Malacgrams. And all she does is be a loudmouth, neglecting her children. Her husband working at breaking down boxes at Toyota and Amazon. And she's slipping and sliding on ice. Still trying to get an insurance scam with State Farm, trying to scam the insurance company because she got high and she get more views than Nicki Minaj, and she ain't even on no label. Only time Malacgrams had a label is when she went to the chop shop and deleted her child. And she didn't need no Meg Thee Stallion to encourage her. She did it on her own accordance because she wanted to keep up with the lie that she was faithful to that man that's slaving at Amazon. Everybody want to kick it when you ain't a threat. These N-words don't like me because they know I'm on their neck. Y'all goofy A-H words look so dumb every time y'all celebrate fake news, huh? Using my name for likes and views. I don't give a F what y'all make trend. B, I still win. N-word, ain't you here? I ain't scared of no D-word. Any man go against me, I handle ish. I'm the tough love Don in the courtroom. They be throwing the dirt, don't ish stick. All these little rap ninjas, so fraud. Xanax be they hardest bars. these N-words hate on BBLs and be walking around with the same scars. That's towards Nicki. Will Curvy, come on. She's the best. And I'm going to tell y'all why Meg Thee Stallion is the best. Because she did it right. She used her yoni, strategically moved in, got the cosign from Nicki. Baby, Rock Nation, they played. And Nicki mad because she fell for the trap. She ain't that smart. You fell for it. You did a song because of your fans said, work with Meg. She the hottest. You worked with her. And you thought that she was going to be like, you know, the regular women you work with, not on your level. Like JT, the dark-skinned JT, that's ugly in real life because her man cheat on her all the time. Or Akbar, that's ain't nowhere, ain't got no deal. Like the Princess of Rap, and she ain't the Princess of Rap because she ain't selling. And she literally used you, and you helped her. And that's why you mad, because she outsmarted you. She outsmarted you. And she with it. She outsmarted you, and the woman is with it. And you helped her. You helped her. And she went over to your ops, got an iconic song. Baby, you helped her. And that's eating you up because you helped her. I'm laughing. Oh, you helped her. You helped your competition to surpass. See, one thing about Jason Lee, he was smart. He used somebody that he needed his gateway. So let me use this cocoa head, used them, and then dump them. And then they go on a crazy rant, and Jason looked like the icon of the legend. And they've been struggling ever since. They finally was able to find out the lights in the gray screen, in the flat screen. They finally was able to get that out of Layaway. And Jason used them. They didn't outsmart Jason. Jason used them, and they mad. And they've been crashing out ever since. Baby, they've been crashing out ever since. They've been crashing out ever since. Because they tried to pull a Meg Thee Stallion on Jason. And Jason was like, I see what you're doing. Let me step on you like a roach. Stepped on them. Didn't say their name. They went on a 72-hour rant. Baby, they put flames to a book. And they've been crashing there ever since. They ain't been the same since. They finally now get in a studio. And Jason was like, well, you can have that, baby. I'm running for president. Baby, I'm ready for District 6 in Stockton, California, baby. Baby, we really elevated, baby. And they finally able to get them a little office space with a low-budget flat screen and a gray wall. And a small chair that got their knees up to the camera and don't even have people to direct the camera distractions. Ain't you crazy? Now, when it comes to Megan and Nicki, Megan actually, it worked. That plan, Jason Lee and his generals over there at Rock Nation, they put on the plan, baby, and it worked. Tory Lanez in prison, Nicki suffering, and then Nicki said on there, I don't care about the tour. Stop worrying about the tour. I told y'all this album gonna be iconic. They don't care about the album. They want to see you perform. You know why you don't want to do that tour? Because you don't want to be sitting on that stage dancing, sweating. You don't want to be sitting on that stage because you can't bring your man around across straight lines without him getting his PO permission. Because certain parts of the venue, he can't go because he on the SO list. You don't want to sit on that stage. You don't want to sweat. You don't want to do no choreography. You just want to sit there digging your butt. You ain't going to put no production in. And then the gag is you already owe for the last tour you fell out on. This is collateral. So you using this tour just to pay back the debt that you accumulated of the tour that didn't happen. The one that you stopped. Because it wasn't selling. So, and now Meg, she on Good Morning America. And where you at? On station. On station head. On your cell phone, baby. Megan is on the news on a national syndicated show. And you on station head talking slow. Baby Meg talking about, oh yes, the hotties, y'all want my album. It's going to be on time. I'm working out. It's good for my mental health. They posted her whole resume. She took a picture of all her Grammys. And you know what Nicki Minaj? Grammy list. Got an SO husband and a baby that don't talk and chewing ice on station. You can't make this up. Then Meg is using it. I love Rock Nation, baby. Rock Nation, because y'all heard her player. Baby, Rock Nation hired extra security to protect Megan Thee Stallion mother's gravesite. Baby, they hired the best security, baby. They got SWAT teams, K9 units, protected all this good publicity. Baby, this good publicity, because y'all playing into her role. This is playing out, and Nicki, you helped her. Baby, they got the grave site with K9 units, all that publicity Megan is getting. All that publicity. Y'all helped this woman get the publicity. Y'all up there showing up to the grave site. Didn't know that you're getting stopped because all the K9, hold on, what are you doing on this grave? Shh, getting arrested. Like, Nicki, you've been outsmarted. The gag is breaking news. Nicki has been outsmarted. That's the gag. No matter how she try to rap, no matter how she talking about your dead mama, talking about your dad, you got outsmarted. That's the gag. Baby, Meg is the first woman in female rap that outsmarted Nicki. First of all, Kim fell for your trap. These other women, Lotto fell for your trap. But one thing about Meg and her team, they researched every weak moment. And they went totally, and Nicki wasn't prepared. See, Nicki wanted Meg to go drag on Twitter. No, why would I do that? You did that with Lotto, but it didn't work for Lotto. So I'm going to pretend like I don't see you, but I'm going to throw little digs. And then you got to be direct with me. Meg got tricked you, baby. You know she's a pro if she got men and tricked on them making beats and designer. Baby, she tricked on the right people at 1501 and got out of the contract. Who you know getting up out of a slave contract like 1501? Somebody that got some good premium yoni. Some good premium yoni. She finessed her way with Rock Nation, and they knew all the little cracks over there with 1501, baby, because they ain't got no but legal shield attorneys. Baby, 1501 got attorneys with thousands of years of legal experience, baby. And she got off that contract and got her coins, and now she came for the top spot within 1 year. And Nicki is mad. She upset, yeah. I be mad too. The only thing her barbs could do is just dox people that criticize Nicki, and then they do that. They going to jail. They getting arrested. Baby, they go build up a RICO case. They ain't gonna do it but go to jail. Go to jail, then all these bloggers that they rap, then they gonna become famous. They gonna go to jail, go to court, getting arrested, and then you helping bloggers that becoming more greater allies to Megan because you're trying to dox the bloggers, and then they sue, and then they get clout. We all with it. Like, this is like crazy. Like, that's the part that I don't understand. Y'all playing into that game. If you know somebody that do sympathy, why would you give them things for people to give them sympathy, sympathize for? Like, y'all talked about that lady, dead mama. That works for her profile because she know how to cry. She know how to talk about sadness. Y'all helped her in the algorithm, dummies. Y'all helped her. Y'all helped that woman get some. Baby, Rock Nation, baby, the people over there, because at one point, let's go back. I'm heated up with this Gatorade. No alcohol, just sugar-free Gatorade, baby. Meg was the most despised woman on the internet. I mean, they was dragging her every day. And you know what Meg was doing? Working on her body. She was in the battle room. She was in the battle room. She was in the situation room at Rock Nation. They studied this for a T. They said in 2024, we're going to attack. We're going to invade. And they did it. Whoosh. Because at first, and our mind played into it. Oh, she's just doing some sympathy. Another thing, because they thought she was going to cry about Tory Lane. She came for Nicki, Joe Budden, and anybody else that got something to say about her. And then she playing it so wide. She never said Nicki's name. She went on the Breakfast Club. Yeah, what's up? This the hotties. I hear dog will holler. Just know I hear dog will holler. And you know who was hollering? Nicki. She was hollering, crying, yolling. She was doing it all. Meowing. She was doing it all, baby. Chirping. She was doing tweeting. She was doing it all. She went from X, stationary, Instagram, promoting Megan. And guess who was win? Guess who won? Megan. You helped that woman for her rollout for her album. You helped that woman back to sell out a world tour. You helped her. You can't say she did this with your neighbor because she never named your name. She never put your name in the record, dummy. You put her name in the record. You helped her. The only name she put in the record was Megan's Law, and Megan is her name. The wordplay. So when people say Megan don't have wordplay, are you dumb? She said Megan's Law, her name is Megan. Created response. And this the gag, because she knew the white people. They racist. They don't like hip-hop. Baby, that Megan's Law, them white folks that get that law passed, they don't like no black folks. But guess what them white folks gonna do? They gonna say, we're gonna file a lawsuit. What that's gonna do? Push Megan back to the algorithm. You can't file no lawsuit. When you can file it, you ain't gonna win. Baby, that's a public law. Baby, that's in the federal code. But it helped Megan Thee Stallion get more movement. Baby. I'm gonna take her business class. I used to think like Matthew knows a class. Baby, I still got to give it up to Matthew because this is the mastermind of Matthew Knowles and Beyonce. It worked. That Rock Nation really, really worked. And that's why Nicki, she's behind. She late. Now the Rock Nation, bro, it's too late, honey. You've been outsmarted. It's too late. You just might as well just let this train come. It is already here. It's already at the station, left the station. It's dominating right now. It's too late. You're not powerful enough to take down Jay-Z. You're not powerful enough to take down Beyonce. Baby, you hanging on by a thread. You are very weak right now. You got to go and regroup. You're very weak. And your audience is very weak because then now you got Cardi B. She's silent. Why? Because she's in the battle room. Baby, she in the situation room working on her strategic plan. And you helping Cardi with her role. Girl, you just helping all these people win. You helping these people have a come up. And it happening. So, Nicki, you did that, honey. You did that. Okay? You did that. But Cardi, she don't want this. Right? Cardi do this for fun. She'll do and still win because she's still marketable. She's, she speaks multiple languages, 2 languages, English and Spanish, or what she called good English. But Megan, she wants this. She want to be a rapper's rapper. She been rapping on the streets of Houston, baby. She been rapping when she was in high school. She been rapping at the grocery store. She been rapping at the Piggly Wiggly. She really wants this. She didn't come into the game being no stripper. She was educated. And when you got an educated woman, she's calculated. When you go to college, you're a researcher. You look at data. You look at laws. She was in healthcare. You study trends. You study stacks. You study, you're not dealing with a stripper. You're dealing with somebody that's educated and very calculated. She's more calculated than you, Nicki. And that's the gag. So you can go ahead and use your little floozy Armand, because he's going to dump you for Meg. Because he's going to get dumped for the highest bidder. His loyalty is only for who's popping right now. And when Meg come over there, he going to be like, oh my God, man, it's so hot. It's so dope. Man, all Meg records, all in the... He going to dump you like it. It's going to happen. He gonna be all out there twerking, dancing, all out there, all in his studio, humping people on the flat screen. They got to get a new flat screen because your saliva and all that seed, wicked burning seed, gonna burn up the cords and stuff. You got to replay. He gonna be wasting water all over, liquor and snoring. It's gonna be all over. So it's gonna happen. If you think he an ally, you better ask Cardi. He dumped Cardi for you. He only loyal to whoever popping right now. That's helped his formula. He can't be on the winning, the losing side. He got to take the opposite right now. Oh, Nicki. And then when Megan called out, oh, man, concert is no shade. I really like the Stallion concert. I was there, and I had a front row seat because his boyfriend, I almost said his boyfriend name. I'm so sorry. That boyfriend name, his government name almost slipped out my mouth. It almost slipped out. That boyfriend almost slipped out. But his boyfriend's a whole publicist. So you think he ain't gonna be at Magnetar in that skybox? And you know what am I gonna do? This is my skybox. That's your man company that he worked for. Okay. Anyway, but this is a gag. And I see it. I see the win. So strategic Meg is. This ain't about who can rap the better. Baby, you thinking small pebbles. This is about who can control the world. This is a long game. This ain't about no street rap. Baby, this is the industry. This is the industry. This is about total domination. Meg don't give a damn about bars. This is about generational wealth. This is about being the most highly decorated rapper alive. Not just with female, alive. That is Meg. This is about power. You get a damn about a bar. Bars come and go like a sneaker bar. This is about power. If you don't know that, and influence, power, and thank you. This is what this is about. See, Nicki think, oh, this bar ain't nothing about. This is about power and influence. This is show business, not show bars. This is business, baby. Because how many women you know that can spit bars and suffering in the show business? Because it's not just about the bars. You got to have a business mindset to make it in this industry business, show business. The woman is educated. She went to control a business. And she said, I'm going to invest in healthcare facilities. And that's money on top of money. And I'm going to hire all of my girlfriends that was in school with my classmates that got their degrees. I'm going to hire them first. And that's the point. That Nicki got emotional and you helping this woman build her power base and influence. We know that your fans is energized. But Meg is a new artist. She's still building her foundation. And guess what, Nicki? You got the concrete, the tool belts, and the crane digging and helping her build her foundation. You help build that foundation. And the only thing now, because that's the hard part, is building the foundation. And you help her build that foundation. Next thing you know, her fan base, the hotties, going to be so gigantic, going to be bigger than the Barbs. You're going to be like, remember the Barbs? Okay. Yeah, Nicki got resource, but she ain't got the Rock Nation resource, baby. Meg is in $1 billion league. Understand the people that is behind Meg. She got Jay-Z, Beyonce, Blue Ivy. Baby, Nicki got Drake that don't care nothing about Nicki because he know Nicki is a has-been, and Drake gonna pull a power move and he gonna work with Meg. Just watch. Because in order for Drake to stay relevant, he got to get with people that is relevant. He in the biggest story that's gonna come out of hip-hop this year, Drake dumping Nicki to work with Meg. Why? Mark my words. Drake will be working with Meg Thee Stallion in the future. Mark my words. And that's going to be the gag. Because they're going to work for whoever got the resources, the clout. Nicki was there, but she's not there anymore. Baby, her power and influence is dwindling down. She's just fighting just to keep a little piece of the influence. Okay? You can't bring down nobody that is backed by Jay-Z and backed by Beyonce. Stop it. Of course, that thing's going down with $1 billion on the elevator. Of course, that thing down going to $1 billion on the elevator. They are so calculated on another level. To be honest, I really think they did that in the elevator just to go viral. When you're dealing with calculated people, every little thing is probably them just doing it to sell rate. Because with that, they just sold albums. Beyonce didn't go crying on the internet like Cardi. She made Lemonade, and Jay-Z made him an album. I never seen either one of them start crying and cussing each other out, talking about their box like Cardi B does to Offset. They just made money. They just made money. Even if it was real, this is when you're dealing with true calculated people. Even when it's real, okay, you did what you did. How can we make some money off this? How can you make some money off of this? How can you make a tour off of it? And they made a lot of money. They made money off that. So that's why my whole point in this situation, I think that you have to study the people that is funding Meg and then study Meg. I think people forget that she went to college. She graduated, got a degree. Back in the day, she was really rapping, still rapping with males. She couldn't afford no ghostwriter. She was going toe-to-toe and winning. Freestyles, going toe-to-toe and winning. And so people understand she's a very skillful person. And see, Nicki can't be like, oh, she got all these ghostwriters. You can't say that for me. It's not going to stick. Cardi, yes, it can stick for Cardi, but it's not going to stick for me because we see the history of this woman going toe-to-toe with guys and destroying them. Period. They said, why y'all have to bring Cardi into the mix? It's sad that women is mine. But they brought Cardi B into the mix. And actually, your queen, Nicki, brought Kim Barbie into the mix trying to dig at Cardi. All right. Anyway, I'm done. Nicki career has Meg Thee Stallion, breaking news, have ended Nicki Minaj's career. Let's go to the phone lines. If anybody want to call in, I know y'all mad at me. But ask me, do I care? I only care if you call in. And then I care. But until then, you better call the Wiley Show. Call him. Okay. But you can't use my phone. All right. If y'all want to call in, I came on this show to make sure that we get that together. Give me a second here. All right. I'll put the number on there. Let me see. Moderators, if y'all can post the phone lines, just post the number only. Just post the number and keep posting it so they gotta know. Because I know sometimes people have to see stuff over and over and over again to call in. All right. So if anybody got something to say, the phone lines is open. I told you it was going to be a good show. I told y'all. Yes, I told y'all, and I'll drop the link too. If anybody want to come on camera, I'll drop the link too. There you go. All right, I got the link drop. I got the phone lines. Anybody, if you want to come on camera, you can. And now, does anybody want to call in? All right. Yeah, Nicki should have been. Yeah, every time she should. Yeah. Hello, Couture Bay. How are you doing?
Hey, Wiley.
Hey,
producers. First things first, Gayle King did the right thing by saying no to that man.
Oh, she didn't say no. She gave him the money.
Yeah, but he gave it back, but she didn't go back on another.
Oh, she didn't go back. No. Yeah.
Yeah, she was smart. She probably, see, that's when you know you're rich. She just gave that money and was like, oh, this ain't happening again. Draya is a grown woman. Jalen Green is a grown man. I think there's so much outrage because it's not them. I truly believe that because he is a consenting adult. Let's make sure we're understanding that. It doesn't matter. Her son is 21. That woman had a baby when she was young, probably to when she was unconsenting as a minor. So now that she's out living her life, keeping herself up, if the shoe was on the other foot, a lot of these women will be throwing themselves at him. Hell, they probably doing it now. Excuse my French. As for Nicki and Meg Thee Stallion, as a barb, I'm not a delusional barb. I'm not one of these unhinged, unhealed barbs. But I can honestly say Nicki showed her hand. She gave Meg Thee Stallion clout. She gave her so much clout. She announced a tour. That Good Morning America was very strategic. They've been filmed it. If you go look at her Instagram, the photo of what she's wearing in the Good Morning America, it was done weeks ago. And so they knew it doesn't matter if Jay-Z and Beyonce or Rock Nation are plotting to get you up out of here. You're not networking. Let's be very clear. Nicki doesn't show up to the red carpets. She's not at these parties. She don't come to these girls' events. She's not even doing interviews like she used to. So what does she expect? They want somebody with a presence to be the reigning queen of hip hop. So she should have known she had a target on her back once the album went #1. That's for one. Number two, a hit dog will holler. I would have never responded to Meg. Meg doesn't have the clout. Meg doesn't have anything, but it's something going on way deeper than what Nicki Minaj is talking about, because there's no way that song got you in your feelings when Cardi has said worse, done worse. You've never got at her like that. So it's something deeper, and I think it's dealing with that dusty man. And Nicki needs to get rid of him. He is a liability. He's costing her money. When she was out here with everybody else, her bag was up, money was up. She wasn't in this situation financially. She wasn't acting like this. People said she was, but she wasn't. I've never seen Nicki like this. This was rare form. The bars were lazy. It was like she was reading off some script. She was slurring her words. This was not a good look. And then the tour starts March 1st. As somebody who bought tickets, I'm concerned. Because if you're acting like this now and you're not in rehearsals, baby, what are you about to give us? And we spent real money. That's what I'm saying. I think people like to live in delusions when content creators give their honest thoughts. Complex wrote an article detailing everything she did this weekend and breaking down the lyrics to how lazy Nicki has gotten. And that's the truth. These new girls are dancing on the stage even if they can't dance. You got Sweetie, who doesn't dance that well, who went through a whole training camp just so she can be out here giving them something besides her music. And Nicki, you think you're too good to do that? A very inspiring mentor of mine told me, once you start taking advantage of the craft will get rid of you. And I believe that. But what are your thoughts on it, Wiley?
It's great points. Number one, when you brought it up, and I didn't even notice this, that it was taped weeks ago. That means that they had this plan from day one. Issue is, if Nicki is supposed to be this standard, why wasn't she updated with the plan? And she helped it. I personally believe that Nicki know her time is ending, and so she's just going on the rant. Because I think I know I'm losing this. Because it's too late. I think what she really regret is getting on that record with Megan Thee Stallion. She regret doing that. She regret doing that. She was mad at Beyonce and Jay-Z then because they did not co-sign for her to get them Grammys or go out on the limb to call out the Grammys. Because they work with the Grammys. Like, he's a voting member. He could have made a statement, hey, why y'all blackballing Nicki, blah, blah, blah. He didn't say anything about that. And Nicki's upset about it.
But why should he have to? That, Nicki is not his artist. Let's start there. She's not his woman. So why would he feel compelled to do that?
I believe that he's not the artist, no, but he's still a black man. And she feel like, hey, look, Wiley, like as a Barb, as a true Barb, I'm talking about mixtape Barb from the beginning. What Nicki got with this man and the world found out, she should have never opened her mouth. See, that's the problem. She was over there running her mouth. Kenny was running through America unregistered and free. And then the world found out, right? And then she got on Queen Radio and called Jennifer Hugh a white woman. See, people just don't know how to shut up sometimes because they want to have the upper hand. You should have never talked about it. You shouldn't have been with that man in the beginning. Like, I don't care what she's saying. She's a grown woman. She chose that man, and now this man is ruining her, just like so many other women. And I won't say Whitney Houston because Bobby Brown and her both were toxic to each other, but it's very much parallel to the Wendy Williams, the Mary J. Blige, the Jill Scott, marrying beneath them, dating the dustiest men. Why are you marrying a man with no means? And how do you expect him to act and behave? That man is jealous of her. I believe everything that Ex-Assistant said. I believe way more stuff happened. I want Bia to tell us what really went down, because how come they say he was bullying you? Like, what's really good? And where is Nicki's friends? See, I pay attention to everything, not just what they say. We used to see Nicki with her friends hanging out, even when she had a man. Now we barely see them around. That man is isolating her, and she don't even see the play. It's given very much Tanya Harding, and it's unfortunate. It's sad to see because so many of our successful Black women choose the dustiest men because they got good sex, and that sex don't pay the bills. I'm for real, Wiley. But you're preaching facts though. You said verbatim, good sex don't pay the bills.
It don't. And to see your favorite celebrity out here literally acting like that was the best he's ever heard, very weird. Like, I expected so much from that man. I expected so much, and I thought for once he was going to be honest, and he couldn't. And I'm like, baby, she's not going to pick you. She said Kim Barbie's name, and Kim Barbie was like, girl, leave me alone. And since you won't, he emptied the clip with real receipts. I'm like, Armand, at least I have to give you that. You never brought us no mess like that. And I think you've been new. To be honest, I think he already knew about this. But talking about let's get to the real tea. But I don't know. It's unfortunate. Kudos to Meg. Meg played it smart. She's disciplined. She's laser focused. She knew that song was going to do a lot. And here's the kicker. That song wasn't just about Nicki Minaj. It was about a whole bunch of people. And that's why it's so good. And that's why people are like, let me go back and listen to it. Like, Nicki showed her hand. How come you're sending it to Joe Budden? Like, girl. And then he told the world you sent it to him. Just a sore loser.
And Nicki, you said Nicki did?
He said it. He said it on the Joe Budden podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he didn't even listen to the whole song. He said, "Oh, I love to be in rap beefs when women get the beef in." And I think he was taking shots on behalf of Nicki Minaj, because if you listen, and I'm going to do that too, Wiley. He was like, he said, "You don't know who's in whose camp." And I'm like, is he threatening her on the airwaves? Are we really this dumb? Because we know who's hanging out with Nicki. And this is why I'm saying Kenny is bad for business, because her mind is literally in the clouds. And I'm like, Miss Man, you need to touch grass, because do you not see what's going on around? Like, how do you have all this time when we should be getting ready for rehearsals? I'm for real.
I agree, because you're right. Should she get ready for rehearsal and focusing on her tour? I just think that she just mad that she got outsmarted.
That's her fault. You never see, and I need some of our people to get back into the books. And thank God, Wiley, you always say, we got to introduce our people in our audience to books. I did it today. I said, I'm reading The Art of War. And in The Art of War, you never show your opponent your hand. Ever.
Because we've seen that happen when people show their hand with and I use Jason Lee as an example. That was a prime example. You wanted it bad, you showed your hand, and you got outsmarted. And they're angry about that. Because again, you can't, Meg played it right. She played that I love you, Nicki, you're the queen, got the record. The next she's one of the best stream songs, WAP, right? A culture part of all of Grammys. Did she get the Beyonce thing too after that?
After WAP went and did numbers like that, here comes Savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet.
So this is not everybody. This gonna end up like Lotto or the other Remy Ma. No, Meg had some hits.
Yeah, she did. Listen, I said it before. I said once this trial is over and all these pick-me's is getting, front and center for the Leprechaun, she is going to be back in her grind. She said it in the interview today. She said, I never really got to do a summer, so I'm releasing music for the Hot Girl Summer, which, by the way, was a phenom. Everywhere we turned around, the Hot Girl Summer, Hot Girl Summer. I can't wait for the Hot Girl Summer. That sounds like fun. That sounds like something I want to do. I don't want to be in the house talking about I'm a homebody and it's warm outside. I want to be outside with the adults. Okay?
Oh, yes.
Having brunch.
That because and she's already creating the atmosphere, right? She's learning. Her team is learning from her mistakes with 1501 because they was holding her album for hostage, messed up, tried to derail her, but now she got a good, well-oiled machine, and they have a plan, and it's working. It's working. It's because it's not too many independent artists, but it's good to say that because they be, oh my gosh, she independent. Because Chance the Rapper kept saying he was independent, but he have a whole distribution deal. If you independent, you distribute your own records, create your own records. You don't own all of it. Like Tyler Perry, he's independent. He owns his studio. He licenses. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these artists, they kind of lie.
Deal is I feel like the distribution part, that right there, I still feel you're independent because the distribution isn't going to push you. They're just going to push it out to whoever needs the stuff,
Because like with Tyler Perry, because like if they're not really Tyler Perry, that's why Tyler Perry had more money than the artist. Because what Tyler Perry did, he funded his old show and recorded it and taped it. And then the network, okay, put it on. He took a risk because if it flopped, that means he out of business. If you a true artist, you say you independent, screw the distributor. I'm a distributor my damn self. And I'm a fund everything. And I get all of the profit. So that it ain't too many artists that is doing that. They still working for the big company.
No, most definitely. And now you got Nicki Minaj out here promoting Rolling Loud. You should have been promoting Rolling Loud when Hits dropped on the scene. See, this is why I said she got too many lanes in her camp, because I would have flipped this a whole nother way. And this is why I say, you know, the stan culture has really affected these artists like Nicki Minaj who refuse to listen to people who really care about them, because the moment Hits would have dropped, I would have flipped that in so many ways to where the money would have came to Nicki. I just don't understand why nobody, I don't know. It just irritates me. I'm like infuriated because people don't listen. We don't want these weak, I don't know. I want, because I went to several concerts last year. I saw Bad Bunny last year. I saw Beyonce back last year. I saw Ari Lennox. Well, no, I didn't get to see Ari Lennox because it was sold out. But I saw Rod Wave last year, and the aesthetics was aestheticing, okay? Like, the energy was high. That's what I want. And you know what they all did? They all had in common? They went on a sabbatical to get ready for the tour. I don't like this as a fan.
I agree.
Because I know.
Because now, us just talking about it, I just got down my timeline that, you know, Ice Spice was on the Today Show and she announced, hey, I'm going to release my debut album this year. I think that she noticed that Nicki don't care nothing about me. And because if Nicki did care about Ice Spice, she would have put Ice Spice on the album.
But here's the thing.
She didn't.
In her wannabe comeback, right? Ice Spice released a record. Ice Spice was actually doing better than Megan until Nicki started acting a fool.
Nicki, if you really wanted to dilute Meg to not replace you, you should have boosted up Ice Spice. You dumped her. Because she didn't bring Ice Spice up on what was that, the Video Music Awards? What was the award show she was hosting?
The Billboard.
The Billboards, I'm sorry, the Billboards Awards. She should have had Ice Spice come and do a record with her on there, perform, like really co-signed her. She didn't. She took that opportunity to drag Meg and Cardi. But she didn't know that Meg was really gonna come with it. She really thought Meg was over with this Tory Lanez trial. But if you know anything about the internet, they will hate you yesterday and love you tomorrow. That's the internet, baby. Don't get it twisted. They will be dogging, like they dogging Wiley out. And then tomorrow I can have an exclusive and I'll be the lover of the eye. I'll be the most, you can have the exclusive tomorrow, Couture Bay. You're to be the best thing smoking.
And listen, breaking news. Universal Music Group is pulling music from TikTok, Variety reports. Music from Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, Nicki Minaj, Drake, and more will be removed from the platform.
And that was on Variety, you said?
Variety magazine.
And you know why they removing the music? Because they ain't getting equal pay. And it ain't Nicki control. Nicki don't own her masters.
And then they trying to say Rock Nation is doing a smear campaign about this cemetery thing. No, they're not. People really said on the internet in real time they was going to go to that girl's cemetery. I saw the tweet, and then the tweet got deleted for hate speech. I don't like when people lie. Like, be fair. I always feel like as a creator, be fair. You can be a fan of whoever, but just be fair. That's always been my issue with Belle Kanana. But like, we got to call it like we see it. Nicki is a sore loser right now. She's trying to do any and everything. Oh, they're not streaming my stuff. They're stopping this. They're doing this. They're blocking this. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Girl, we do not care. Your tour starts March 1st. Today is January 30th. That means you have 30-something days to get ready.
Yeah, and in this particular article here, Universal Music Group is one of the largest company in the world. So they said they failed to reach a deal with TikTok because TikTok has offered them less money and they having issues with compensation for the artists and AI. And then they're saying the deal expires tomorrow on January 31st. UMG said that this agreement with TikTok is set to expire on January 31st. The companies have not agreed to the terms for a new agreement upon expiration of the current agreement. Universal Music Group, including Universal Music Publishing Group, will cease licensing content to TikTok and TikTok music services, the company said in a statement. This will harm Nicki because she needs TikTok. This will harm a lot of artists. Since we talk about Nicki, this will harm Nicki. Nicki needs TikTok. So this is bad. This is all bad.
It's bad for all of them, honestly.
It's bad for all because TikTok is so powerful. TikTok is so powerful. But I'm not shocked that TikTok is trying to lowball these labels. And so the labels like, listen, they got to eat, but they'll throw all artists. They got to get paid. No, we got to get paid. Y'all lowballing us because we already know we're going to give them little pennies because we own them. Most of these artists on our roster, we own the masters. We own the publisher. So they trying to lowball them. So I'm going to see how it's going to turn out. Oh, this is going to be a gag. I'm glad you told me about this article.
Someone sent it to me, so I had to say it because, again, you see all these financial mishaps going on. I feel like this, as someone who understands money, and I understand it well, the one thing you should never let someone blindly go by you is your money. I was raised growing up watching Left Side, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, the first, group rap Grammy girl to say on national television, if you let these record labels control you, they will take your bag. And she broke down how you make pennies on the dollar. And I've always wanted to be a boss because I said one thing I appreciate my parents for is knowing the business, because money is currency and the money is the same no matter what denomination it is. At the end of the day, when you don't have no money, you don't have no assets, you become collateral and a liability. And for that, I said, I never want someone to be able to own something that I worked hard for. Can you imagine working 60 years, 30 years, doing your passion, bringing in all this revenue, and you have nothing to show for it because you're too busy worried about some dusty man? see, the delusional barbs don't want to hear that, but you will find out real soon.
I'm just glad that we having this conversation. And again, this is us calling Nicki out because Nicki made a terrible mistake and is eating her up right now. She's paying for that bad decision. And Wendy said it. She said, Wendy Williams said this. She said, your husband is going to be the reason for your downfall in the industry. And not knowing that.
And she not clocked it. She's clocked all the girls with these terrible husbands. She knew firsthand. She said, "Hey, blah blah blah, Miss the heavenly woman who got the hair care products," and he'd be like, "Hey, sunshine," her husband too. She was like, "Look, that's great and all, but I don't know, honey. These women like to be a fool because these men is laying it down in the bedroom. And if that's all it takes to get your money, child, that you worked hard for, it's a mess."
That's true. That is so true.
Whitney knew what type of man she had. She used to give him an allowance. She even knew about the mystery. She said that.
Yeah, that is so true.
I'm sick and tired of seeing our Black entertainers go down because of some pee. It would make more. I would be way more happier if it was a machine. Everybody can't be telling the same lie on you. That's for one. After seeing how she acted this weekend, calling people out their names, saying nasty things, she acts like just because she's Nicki Minaj, these people are just going to bow down. No. She called Juju on the beat the most disparaging stuff. He is tied to some heavy hitters. Juicy J is tied to some heavy hitters. She acts like there's not a ripple effect. That's why I always say you have to be on your best behavior even when people are nasty.
He called him doo-doo on the beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Not doodle on the beat. Wow. Couture Bay,
it's sad.
I can't wait to see you in Vegas. I can't wait
to see you in Vegas. You know, we're real people actually getting real money, actually putting in a grind. You'll see us out here crying, burning books.
I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. April 26th to the 28th, you guys. Look at the flyer. I'm looking forward to it. For more information, WileyShowProduction@gmail.com, or you can reach out to Couture Bay directly. I'm really looking forward to it.
It's going to be fun. I didn't know this event, working with you, would have me in a situation where people said I'm fake, but I'm happy I'm doing this with you because you know what, Wiley? I gave you your shout out today. I said, you put me in front of real money. Like, this meet and greet is going to introduce us to so much money. And it's sad that with people with bigger platforms didn't even count me in to do a meet and greet, didn't ask me what my goals were for my platform. And you did that. You've always been in my corner, even when I only had 1,000 subscribers. And
okay.
You told me, hey, keep doing the content and fight back. And I've been fighting back ever since. So I'm appreciative. I'm thankful for the producers. I'm thankful to everybody who allows you to let me to come up here and laugh at me and whatnot, because out of all the things people don't know about you, you are truly business minded. You are of sound mind and body. And when I say a true leader, you really are. And in order to be a leader myself, sometimes you have to follow. And that's why I follow you, Wiley, even though it may seem like I be on you sometimes, but it's for the betterment of your brand as well, because I know if you look good, if your mind is well, if you're in your best state, you won't be crashing out on the internet like all these others. I mean, the common denominator amongst all of them is some type of substance, whether it be the apple juice, the party favors, or the dip it low sessions. It's always something. And, you know, and they're trying to fill some type of void. And that's why I'm so proud of you. Your platform is going to elevate. I can't wait to see you in Vegas. We're going to turn up. I'm not drinking none of that Henny, but we'll make sure
I don't know if I'm going to drink the Henny because I haven't drank in over a year. I think April will be 1 year. So I don't know. I might just be up there partying with my Gatorade Zero. Let's hope we get a Gatorade sponsorship. Because I haven't drunk any alcohol. It's been so long since I've drunk like some. I would probably say my birthday. I believe my birthday, so I haven't been a year. Probably like since my birthday. My birthday was in November 11th. So by the time April comes, child, yeah.
Yes, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We're not gonna get you too late, and I think this is just gonna show people like once you team up, you get some more money. Mm-hmm. That's why the going are
because my idea was like because it was so much, and people say, "Oh, y'all should work together. Y'all should work together." So why not work together for it? If we can get there faster together, then let's get there faster together. And this is the first of many events because it's good to have partnerships. It's good to, like the big companies, they have now, as you see now, because I'm a huge wrestling fan, WWE is the big in town, but guess who they're working with now? TNA. They bring in some of their talent on their programming. So it's good to stay alive, to have partnerships. It's good to have that in business because they keep you going. And what I'm learning is, because I used to have this idea, there could only be one. That's a false idea. It could be multiple. And Black folks, we got to have that idea of partnership because if we study Black economics, they work together. They work together. They have fun. Hey, girl, Mr. Johnson, he got a bus company. Or Mr. Henry, he got a hotel. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Miss Badetta, she got a cake business, right? So they really work with that economics. And us now, we should be doing that to the millionth form because we have apps. We got so much communication. They didn't have that back then. But what they did have was a vision, and they understood money. And you got to understand, they was building wealth when they couldn't even vote. They have to count jelly beans in the jar, right?
Listen,
let's but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Listen, I'm excited because I know this is going to be
amen.
Do so much, and besides, we got to give the hating hoes something to cry about.
Okay, yes, you know they're gonna be watching.
Crashing out. They're crashing out now. They couldn't wait. See, this is the problem. People couldn't wait to draw the line in the sand. And the sad part is, once you already show me you're op, you will never get money with me. I pray you make it, but it won't be enough of my table. I'm gonna point you to somebody else's table. Maybe y'all can work together because you showed your hand. Because you don't have the vision. And I've been going through my cleanse. I've been going through my fast, and I just feel so ready. And I hope the producers are ready for me. Yeah, I'm gonna get off the phone.
Yes.
Y'all can hit the link, but I have to give Wiley your props. I love you. I love the producers. I'm gonna drop that because I don't want them to fight me because they bored. They won't even call me in, child.
Yes.
All right, Wiley, bye.
Yes, thank you. Oh, they always say that. They always say next caller, don't be no next caller. Ciao. But anyway, we're going to bring that to a close. Thank you all so very much. Nicki Minaj, have several seats. You need to retire. I told you that years ago. Man, welcome. Thank you so very much. You guys, little black boy, you beautiful little black girl. You're enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Now, y'all know we got to pay some bills over here. So, again, the Cash App, $ Marquise Wiley 28, Zelle, WileyShow@gmail.com is the entity. Thank you to those that have contributed to the show. And for those that say, hey, Wiley, I cannot come to Vegas, but I will help you get to Vegas by contributing to your platform. So for that, I do want to say thank you to the viewers that came together. Another lady said a $15 contribution to the show today. So I thank you. Those, it makes sense. Like, thank you so very much. We have a mixer. Another person have pitched in for the green screen and everything. And we're working on getting another camera. And so I appreciate that massive support. Okay. All right. We're going to take one more phone call, dear. We out of here. You're live on the air.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
What's up, Proud of Me? How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Who told Couture Babe to get off the phone?
I don't know. People in the comments, they always say that.
So rude.
People, they do it all the time.
Very quickly. Draya and what's his name? I mean, I just feel like intellectually she's too old for him. Perhaps maybe she has the brain of a 21-year-old. I don't know, but that's just my personal opinion. Who else did we discuss? Oh, Nicki and Megan. I mean, I personally feel like Nicki should have retired some years ago. Personally. I don't think she's like okay in the head mentally.
That months ago that she need to retire. Retire while you're on top.
Basically, I mean, she can't retire now because, I mean, yeah. So she's just gonna go out sad, I guess.
Yeah. Just like Kim.
Now
take that L by, going to prison.
But like Couture Babe said, like, we can name numerous Black women that were on top at some point, and then their downfall was a man. Case again, so we have Nicki Minaj, and then we also have Bonnie Willis. She about to be thrown underneath the jail over a married man at that. It's just sad. I feel like we need to do a town hall meeting for these ladies.
I don't think you ever need it. Women gonna always pick what they gonna pick. You can have about 55,000 town halls. People, they just do it. Women can be very smart in the boardroom, in the school, but they just fall for these okie doke men. So it's just ain't nothing you can do about that. Some women will always, some women, not everyone, but certain women will always fall for those type of men. That's unfortunate.
What do you think it is? Do you think it's low self-esteem?
It could be that low self-esteem, mental illness.
But how you a bad B with good T and you got low self-esteem?
That it ain't that good. It ain't that good. It ain't that good.
So weak. So your P can only afford you broke men because she dated Safari and Meek Mills. What's his name? Meek Mill? Is it Mill or Mills? Is Mill? Mill? Is it Mill or Mills?
I think it's just the meal, like the meal.
She dated those two. They were both broke, and then she got with this person, convicted murderer and pedophile. Like, what's going on?
That's true on that.
Sad. And then I was confused because in her diss track to her child, are we calling it a diss track? It just really sounded like a discombobulated mess. But in the discombobulated track, she kept talking about how I guess she thinks Megan is a pass around or whatever. Megan may be a pass around, but Nicki, you sung about being a pass around. She rapped about being a pass around, correct? Sleeping with all different types of men. So, I mean, you can't, that's like the Bible scripture that talks about how before you try to tell somebody about the speck in their eye, you need to remove the log from your eye first. Like, you have too much going on to even be trying to make a diss record about anybody. Number one, you're married to a pedophile. You are married to someone that has to register on a list, cannot be around children, cannot visit schools, can't go to a park, probably can't go to a grocery store. He can't go anywhere because he can't exhibit self-control. That will always be a drag. Always.
That is so true.
So how are you opening up your mouth to say anything about anybody? When she's talking about the girl's dead mother, and then y'all are like, oh my God, well, it's a rap war. Anything goes. No. No, we're not. Neither of these two women are drill rappers. So we don't need to be bringing drill rapper antics into this female rap one-sided beef because nobody is about to pull up. Neither of them are pulling up anywhere.
I feel you on that. I can't wait to see more of this. We're going to keep this conversation going. Tomorrow, when I'm fully get my 8 hours of rest, because we're going to wake it back up and get this and revisit this because there's going to be some more information about this Cardi. I'm adding Cardi to this because you will hear her voice this week. But you see Ice Spice saying something about her album drop. So you know Cardi got to say something. She gonna be burping, pooping, something she gonna be saying. Because it's hot right now for the female.
Yeah, and they were out here harassing victims. Thank you, Chelsea, with her glasses on. Out here harassing Jennifer Hughes. Lying, talking about that lady was white. Talking about she lied. She didn't lie, ma'am. It went through the court system.
It's in the courts.
It's documented. Just like her brother. Was her brother's stepdaughter lying? She was lying too?
Mm-hmm.
And my spidey senses are really telling me that her brother did something to her. I really honestly believe that.
I will say allegedly. I don't know about that.
Allegedly.
Yeah. But thank you so very much for calling in.
Thank you, Daddy. I love you.
Love you. Thank you. All right, you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. We are way over our time because I was not planning on doing a 2-hour and 33-minute video. We thank you all so very much. We will restream this tomorrow. And we want you all in the building for that. Thank you all. We want to say shout out to Pardon Me for calling in, adding her input and perspective. And we want to thank Couture Bay for adding her input and perspective on this topic. And don't forget, me and Couture Bay will be in Vegas. And I can't wait to see you. April 26th to the 28th. And if you have more information, you can always email me at wileyshowproduction@gmail.com. Book your flights, get your hotel room, and make sure you bring your spending money, child, because we're going to have a good time. Somebody told me make sure I take my vitamins because we're going to be up all night long. What happens in Vegas, stay in Vegas. And we thank you all so very much. And y'all be good.